I'm Sami Zaidan with a look at the top stories here in Al Jazeera. 20 children between the ages of 5 and 10 are dead after a man opened fire at their school in the U.S. state of Connecticut. 7 adults also died, including the gunman. Al Jazeera's Patty Culhane says the U.S. president may now be forced to address the controversial issue of gun control.
The president is not getting specific about what sort of action he'd like to see happen. He's talked in the past about making background checks a little bit more streamlined. That hasn't happened. The only legislation he signed while in office is to allow people to carry weapons onto national parks. Now, he has said he'd like to see the assault weapons ban put back in place. In his first term, he did very little to make that happen. The question is, will that change after this latest tragedy?
Egypt is holding a controversial referendum on its draft constitution on Saturday. Clashes continued into the night as large crowds gathered ahead of the vote. Supporters and opponents of the draft are trying to influence voters' decisions. Israel's foreign minister has resigned after being charged with breach of trust over a financial scandal. Avigdor Lieberman initially refused to step down over the indictment and called the investigation a witch hunt. And the doctor who was at the centre of the Lance Armstrong doping scandal has spoken for the first time since receiving a life ban from the sport. In an exclusive interview with Al Jazeera, Dr. Michele Ferrari contests the report which led to Armstrong being stripped of his 7 Tour de France titles. Well, you can find the very latest on all those stories and more at aljazeera.com. I'm Sami Zaidan. Thanks for joining us.